Hello everyone, I'm Superman, and welcome back to CPTV 200. Before we get started with today's video, I want to thank everyone for watching my last video. Um, so let's get started. A few viewers want me to go back as far as I can remember. So I made a video that said I have CP, so if nobody watched it, when you got some free time, go back and watch it. Um, so, but they want me to go back as far as I can fucking remember. So I had conversations with my mom because obviously I didn't know any of this shit. So, um, when I was born, I weighed 3 pounds, I believe she said. I spent, a week, no, I'm sorry, a month, a month and a half in an incubator. Um, I was on oxygen, oxygen 24 hours a day. So obviously they knew something was going to be wrong with me. I guess my, you know, my grandma and my grandpa, they were, they were there. My grandpa, he made a joke that he just went and bought hamburger more than I weighed. But, yeah, I guess I was there, I guess for a month, and she, she would come down and see me every day. But, growing up with CP was really, I knew no different. Everybody in my family treated me completely normal, straight up. I mean, there was, there was, all my uncles were great. Um, but I will tell you a couple of stories that I remember. I was probably, I don't know, 7 or 8, and I wanted to join the Boy Scouts. Um, and so we called the Boy Scouts, and they were not equipped for anybody in a wheelchair. So I cried because they would not let me join the damn Boy Scouts. Nowadays, if some crippled you call up and they want to join the Boy Scouts, no big deal. But back then, it was a big deal. So I cried and cried because I wanted to join the damn Boy Scouts. Um, but like I said, growing up, I knew no different because in my family, nobody treated me any differently. You know, uh, I can remember another time where me and my uncle, rest in peace, Grubby, I love you, I miss you. Um, we got a tree house in my grandma's backyard. So, um, obviously I couldn't fucking climb the tree. So we made a pulley system wrapped around my crotch, like you see people on telephone poles, and they pulled me up that way. So I knew at a very young age that my life was going to be different than other people, but that um but as far as me wanting to do stuff, you know, I always there was nothing, even as a little kid, that I um didn't didn't try, and my family backed me up 100%. I can, you know, I I can remember I was always fucking fascinated with motorcycles, you know. So my my mom and my grandma got me one of those little gun it and go motorcycles, and they set my little cripple ass on the motorcycle, and I I gun that damn thing. My grandma had a big hill in the front yard, and I drove it down the hill and I fell off. But as far as I can remember, as being a little kid, my family never once treated me any differently uh, than anybody else. You know, we had to make certain adaptations, but as far as being a kid, I mean, I, I, I thought I could do anything, and that's the way it should be. Having a fucking disability should not hinder people in any kind of way. I mean, you have to learn to adapt and overcome. You know, I tell I tell people all the time, just because um you can see my disability, you can hear when I talk. People have a real hard time understanding me over the phone to this day. Every time I gotta call the doctor, I have my mom do it. But you know, everybody has some part of their life that's difficult. You, people that can walk have, you don't have to have a disability to have a hard life. I just tell people, you see mine more than you see theirs. But that doesn't mean they don't have a rough, a rough time in their life. So, you know, growing up to me was sometimes I wish I could go back there and be a teenager again or growing up, because my life is 1,000 times more difficult than it was growing up. So, I don't want to get too long with this, but um, if you guys have any questions or any topics you would like me to touch on, please feel free to email me nastynathan6969 at gmail.com. And thank you for letting me come into your life and share my story. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Have a great day.